The great mystery of the Inca gold, hidden 500 years ago. Is it in the cone of a volcano? August, September, October 1533. Hot months, full of threats for the 10,000 Incas who worked feverishly on the steep, lava-covered slopes of the Songhai volcano, god of fire. The Indians carefully lowered thousands of idols and sacred golden relics, taken from the temples and transported by llama caravans to this inaccessible region of today's Ecuador, into a deep crevasse. They sought to prevent the hated Spanish warriors from stealing this sacred treasure. The Spanish conquistadors approached the gates of the city and appropriated, wherever they passed, the much-desired gold. In this huge crack in the ground, 800 meters wide, massive gold ingots were buried, so large that they defied imagination. There were also not only pagan idols, but also jewels and all kinds of valuable objects from the palaces of the Inca aristocrats, golden plates and cups, artistically carved tableware and inlaid with precious stones, blocks of pure gold that had served as altars for sacrifices and chests filled with emeralds that adorned the temple of the Virgins of the Sun. After this little secret at the foot of the volcano that had never stopped spitting its fiery lava was filled, everything was covered with branches, grass, and tons of rocks. The Incas hoped that one day, after the plundered Spaniards had boarded their ships again and returned to their homeland, they would be able to rebuild their temples and find their idols. But until then, they entrusted their treasures to the god of fire, Songhai. So said one of the many legends about the gold of the Incas, preserved to this day. For centuries, archaeologists and treasure hunters have searched the land and waters to discover the riches of the Incas, but to this day their efforts have remained in vain. There is also another hypothesis. Some historians have suggested that the Incas had transported the gold, statues, and other precious objects to the heights of the Andes in that hot autumn of 1533 and thrown them into Lake Titicaca, on the border between Bolivia and Peru. Divers have made numerous expeditions into the depths of the cold and turbulent waters of this lake, but have found no trace of the famous treasure. Other expeditions have undertaken meticulous research along the rivers and in the lake areas of the Andes. They have traversed the roads of the ancient Inca Empire in the hope of discovering the missing treasure, but, despite their tenacity, they have had no more success.